Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Wonderfully Made Real Estate Relationships in Real Life. I got a hot one for you. Stay tuned. All right, guys, let's jump straight into it. Today, we're going to talk about getting away and getting a break. Especially moms. This one specifically is for mom backstory. I have been at home with my children since the beginning of 2020 pandemic. Yes, we know Corona came. Before Corona came, in February of 2020, because in March everything's shut down. Well, in February, my children were going to daycare and they came home sick and I got sick and we were down for about 3 weeks. We got sick right after, what is it called? Super Bowl. And then by the time we started getting back on our feet and getting reacclimated to go back into society, like the first week of March, everything shut back down and we were back home again. So technically, I've been at home with my children since February 6th, 2020. Yes, I have it down to the date. Of course, church was canceled, school was canceled, everything that we knew was canceled. So I was home. The great thing about my job, I am a realtor, as you guys know. And so I was able to work from home. I'm in my office right now. So that worked out well for me. But everything that I needed to do, everything that there was to do, I did it at home. Okay, guys. So my children at the particular time was 4 and 5. I was at home with them. I did school with them because school was out. I came up with curriculum. It's a whole different thing when you go to work, when both parents are going to work and then you come home, you kind of divvy up the chores, the dinner, the who gonna cook, what's gonna happen, folding clothes, da-da-da-da-da. It's a whole nother thing. It's a whole nother job. Heart goes out to stay-at-home moms who do this stuff for real because I'm not cut out for stay-at-home mom. I am a working mom. I do know that, but I can do stay-at-home mom. Stay-at-home mom is you were there all day, every day. You don't get paid for what you do, and you work harder than you would on a 9 to 5, baby. Let me just tell you. So everybody, I wish I could stay at home. I wish I could. Be careful what you wish for, sir, because I'm going to tell you right now, stay at home mom, cooking and cleaning and breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and folding clothes, cleaning up. Don't want your husband to come home to a dirty house, even though you don't feel like cleaning up and all of that, baby. That's real in the what? Ville. Honey, I'm just going to tell you. And you don't get no paycheck at the end of them 80 hours work week because you working overtime all the time. You waking up working, you going to bed working, thinking about what you didn't get done, what you need to get done, but you're working on top of that. Yes. Okay. Now, luckily, I have a husband who, he's the bum. If you know him, you know I ain't lying. We don't necessarily have gender roles. If he come in and he see I had a long day, it ain't nothing for him to load the dishwasher or get a kid's a bath. As a matter of fact, one of the things he normally do is get a kid's a bath every night. And, we don't have gender roles here, except I am not taking out the trash. But everything else, we can do. I said all that to say, I have been doing that for over a year. Now it's March again. Okay, so this is over a year. When school started in August, of course, we decided to keep my child at home. My son started kindergarten in August. We decided he was going to do virtual. I didn't realize how much of a challenge that was going to be. And I also did not know that school started in August. I was going to be pregnant in October. So that brought a whole different realm of challenges, of morning sickness. I did 8 weeks of, terrible, volatile vomiting. I mean, now we're going forward. People have started going out. Life is changing. The vaccine is out. A whole lot of people are vaccinated. COVID is still out there, but people are trying to get back to some form of normalcy the best that they can. So, all the precautions that we were taking before, like, of course, we're still wearing a mask. We're still washing our hands. We're still staying clean, but more people are congregating. People are taking trips, and I get it. People are trying to find their own sense of normalcy again. Now that I get pregnant in October, now I'm considered high risk. So I have to be even more mindful of where I go, what I do, how I roll, who I'm around, because I don't know who they were around. You know how this thing goes. Long story short, the the gist of this video is that last week, Wednesday night, I was working on a project with my son, and my husband came in and he looked at me, and I guess I was looking crazy or whatever, and he was like, "What's wrong with you?" And I was like, "I need a break." I wanted to pack a bag. I wanted to run away. I love my children. And I think my children, because they had started misbehaving and being mischievous and started doing stuff after I blatantly told you don't do that, they done went and did it anyway. And I'm like, I don't even have hard-headed children, but I also think that they tired of being in the house too, and they need to go places other than outside, and try to find ways to kind of assimilate them back into society by being safe, but being safe and all of this other stuff. So it's just been a lot. And I think my children were getting to the point where it was just like, we all getting cabin fever. The walls are closing in on all of us, and we have to figure out something to do. But I knew for a fact that I wanted to pack a bag and just go. I didn't care if I slept in my car. I just needed to get away. And I have never really felt like that in almost the 8 years I've been married and the 6 years I've been a mom. I've never really felt like, oh my God, I got to run away. I need a break. Unbeknownst to me, my husband comes in the office. I'm in the front, and I get a text message of a boarding pass that he booked me a flight to go see my best friend in Dallas. I did not know that he was going to do that. And the crazy thing about it was I was just on the phone with my best friend before Sam came in. Shout out to Tracy. Before Sam came in, my husband came in, and we were talking. She was like, I need a break too. I wish that you can come this weekend because I have plans to go to Houston. And I was like, I can't come tomorrow. She was like, I wish you can come tomorrow. I was like, girl, it's Wednesday. I can't come tomorrow, but I will try to come next week. I'm trying to think of ways that I can get there next week to be with her, to kind of get away. And all along, my husband came in, just a good man, sweet man, and booked me a flight, and I left the next day. He booked it Wednesday night. I left Thursday at 12. I was out of here. And it did me a world of good. And at first, it's a few things I want to address. Number one, mom guilt is real, but don't let it be for you. If you know you need a break, you're no good to nobody, especially moms. You're no good to nobody if you aren't well within yourself. Sometimes you really do just need a break. Do that mean you need to hop on a plane? If you can, yes, ma'am. Go somewhere. Go somewhere. Get out of here. Go get you a couple of days off. Even if it's just 2 days, go get a refresher. Go see something different. Sometimes your mind and brain just need to see something different. You need to see another body of water. You might need to see skyscrapers. You may need to see a painting or something to get your creativity flowing again. You might need to see something or hear something or eat something, that's just different. Mom guilt is real, but it don't have to be for you. I feel like, dang, am I failing? That's number two. You have these thoughts of failure, like, oh my God, I'm failing as a parent, or I'm failing as a wife, I'm failing as a mom because I need a break. No, baby, before you was a mom, you was Rhonda. You was Rhonda. Baby, you still wonderfully made. You're fearfully and wonderfully made, and you're wonderfully made. Like you, baby, before you was Cyrus and Daniel's mom, you were LaRonda. Before you was Sam's wife, you was LaRonda. And so you have to keep that in mind, because you can't lose yourself, which is my number 3. You can't lose yourself when you take on these roles as mom and wife. You can't lose the essence of who you are. And sometimes we can get so bogged down, and we want to be, so successful in these areas that we just, we'll go hard and go hard and go hard and go hard and go hard until we literally have nothing left. And that's not good at all, because if you're burnt out, baby, you can't pour from an empty cup, sis. You can't pour from an empty cup. You can't give out what you don't have. And so sometimes you just need to go and get refreshed. And I thank God that I have a husband that recognized that and sent me away for 4 days. And I was able to come back, and I was like, oh, now, when I left, did I miss my babies? Almost immediately. Yes, I did. I FaceTimed Sam every day that I was gone. We talked, we laughed. He was a part of the trip with me. And then I realized this was my first time being without my children or my husband since 2019. because everything that we did in 2020 and 2021, we have done together as a family. And so that was my first time being away from them in over a year. And it was weird, but it was also necessary for my health, because I came back and I realized before I started, I was yelling more, and I'm already, I'm pregnant. And so my emotions, and I have mood swings that I try to keep under control, but I started noticing I was yelling at them more, and I try not to yell at them, or I was fussing more. And I knew I just needed to take a step back from everything and kind of recenter myself. And I was able to do that. I was safe on the plane, safe there. Everything we did, we had a great time. Anytime I'm with my best friend, I'm going to laugh, I'm going to joke, I'm going to have a good time. And that's exactly what we did. And it was much needed. And I came back refreshed. I was tired, but I was refreshed. And I came back and I slept in my own bed, and I slept real good. And I came back and I was like, now I can record some videos. So I'm going to insert a few clips of what we did on my flight. I'm just a little excited about it because I haven't flown by myself in a long time. As a matter of fact, I think this was my first time flying by myself. But I'm going to insert a few clips here and there just to kind of show you. I had such a good time, y'all. I really did. I ate good. Shout out to Shell Shack in Houston. But the moral of it, mom guilt is real. Sometimes you feel like a failure, but you're not. And don't lose yourself in your titles. Don't lose yourself as a mom. Don't lose the essence of who you are as a wife. Because before you were any of those things, baby, you were you. Fearlessly and wonderfully made. Beautifully and wonderfully made. I mean, like, baby, you were you, and you had it together before you became anybody's mother or wife or girlfriend or whatever situationship that you in. And if you're in a situationship, baby, you need to go on and take it up to another level. Go higher in him. But anyway, I just wanted to let y'all know that it's okay to go away and have a good time. It's okay to do that. It's okay to recenter yourself. It's okay. Even one night I was even considering to just go get a room in the city that I live in, just go get a room, but and just relax. But then people swear you finna get a divorce, or you trying to meet somebody at the hotel. So I was like, I tell you what, I ain't even gonna worry about it. But sometimes you may just need to do that. Go get you a room down the street and get you a book or whatever. Get you a jacuzzi room and soak and lay down and sleep in the bed, and don't wake up and have to worry about fixing nobody no breakfast or nothing. You just worry about you being you, and then at checkout time at 11 or 12, you head on back to the house. So anyway, I love you. That's all I got for this video. I hope I made it short. Here go a few clips. It is a full flight to Dallas, but I did get a window seat. So, all is well. I will be back with you guys later. And we made it, guys. We are here in Dallas. And I'm just getting off of the plane. Water, baby? Yes, please. Ooh. And guess what, baby? I love you, love you, love you so much, and it ain't a doggone thing you can do about it. And even if it was, baby, you can't stop me from loving you. I love you so much, and I'll see you next time. Bye.